Hi Virgos, Amber here at Symbols for Living. Welcome to your March 2019 chakra reading. We'll be looking at the health and state of your chakras. So I thought it would be a nice interlude to our usual monthly love readings where we look at what's happening with our relationships and outside world and what we're dealing with. But how about what we're dealing with on the inside on a day-to-day basis in our psyche? And I think the chakras are really great because they really do point to kind of 7 really interesting aspects of our psyche in terms of like our intuition, our consciousness, our truth, our heart, what's in our heart, our love, an expression of love and creativity and feelings of security and then safety and all those kind of feelings that are really quite important to our everyday happiness. I need to just pause and tell my daughters to be quiet. Okay, I think it'd be a bit more quieter now. So yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get into this reading. It will be for the month of March, as I said. It is for the sign of Virgo. It could be for your sun or any sign really. I thought it'd also be useful for spiritual workers or intuitives to kind of look at this reading, because I think we do need to kind of check in with ourselves. And I think as well, not so much need to, but I think that it would be quite an interesting reading and a helpful reading to from time to time just kind of check in with yourself and see what the cards are saying and maybe take some advice from that. But you don't have to do anything, but it just gives you insight, and then you can kind of go ahead and decide what you'd like to do. So yeah, I thought it'd be good for us. I know that if you're watching, you're obviously of the spiritual persuasion, so welcome, and yeah, hopefully you'll find this useful. So yeah, I've basically in the deck, I'm using the wisdom chakra wisdom oracle guidebook, or deck and guidebook, and they have about 10 cards, I think, approximately, or 7 cards even, for each chakra. So I've pulled a card from each of those chakra cards. So at the base of the deck, sorry to ramble for so long, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Please do like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. Okay, so we've got the renewal card here for your root chakra. So that tells me that you are renewing yourself really from the ground up, which is pretty phenomenal, really. So this could be like a real change for you. You could feel like you're becoming a new person, shedding a skin. And you can see here the sun is like rising behind her. It's like this Kundalini energy just, reaching the crown chakra. And she's obviously going through some sort of spiritual evolution. She's evolving. And she's probably feeling at one with nature. There's a coldness in the winter on one side and then the summer or the spring on the other. And she's right there in the middle with the sunshine as she kind of is at peace with both the good and the bad. So maybe you're kind of letting go of some things that may have been difficult for you in the past. Maybe some hurts. Maybe there's some real healing that's happening with you as well, from that you may have acquired from the past. You may be also be getting rid of limiting beliefs and things like that this month. So that's great. It's great, new beautiful stuff. I've got to show you that card again. It's just amazing. Sorry, I'm amazed by it. I'm a Virgo, so maybe I'm a bit biased, but that's a really amazing card. And the reason why I say that as well, because, the cards in the deck, they are quite, they're not lovey-dovey kind of thing. They're not fluffy really in any way. So to have such a good card, I think that does mean a lot. I kind of like, oh wow, it's a really good card out of the deck, So, all right, so with that being said, and there is a renewal here, we do have the abundance card centrally in the reading in the position of your sacral chakra. Sorry, a moment. No, sorry, your solar plexus. Sorry. Solar plexus. We've got abundance here. So you may be feeling abundant. Like inside of you, you may be feeling like you're a well of abundance. Like there's a lot of potential within you maybe to create a lot of abundance. There could be abundance in your mind. There could be an issue around abundance as well for you, where you're fearing possibly losing money, or you're fearing not being able to make enough money, or yeah. I'm going to read about this card. It's quite interesting. There's a lot of imagery. We've got a house for sale in the background, and then we've got someone on the other side, and sorry, another girl who seems to have found something in the drain that maybe some sort of treasure. And then we've got this guy on the other hand that looks to be distraught because he's lost a ring. It looks like a ring in the drain, and he's drinking himself, or drinking his sorrows away. So there could be issues around what you've lost, but I think you're coming to peace with it. With this card here, again, with there being this contrast of two different situations, I think you're kind of finding peace with maybe this fear that you've had around money. And I feel that it will make you feel physically better. Like it could have even affected your health. Your worry about money or abundance, your career, how you make money, spending money, just money. You may have just had limiting beliefs around money. And I feel you're really coming through that. We've got a passion as well here, for the position of your sacral chakra. I've got that one right this time, sorry. So yeah, I think there's a real creative kind of, there's a lot of creative energy, I think, within you that you want to give out. And it's like almost like a never-ending well of creativity. And we all have that never-ending well of creativity, but it's to tap into it, you know, and to follow that passion, to follow our passions, to follow those creativities with passion as well, can give us a real sense of self, I think, and being self-possessed as well, you know, really owning yourself and your worth. And yeah, this probably relates a lot to the second house, I think, in astrology, the sacral chakra. So I'm going to read about the abundance card and also the passion card for you. I feel like reading about all the cards. They're just all really good. Pretty cool. Maybe my guides are biased because I'm a Virgo and they're trying to make me feel better. I don't know. All right, so we've got perception here. For your heart chakra. So how you perceive things will allow you to love more, and be able to, yeah, so your perception, I think, is really being changed here, in terms of, I think this is again related to beliefs or limiting beliefs that you may have had around the good and the bad things that happen in life. You've kind of come to peace with the fact that no matter how good or bad anything is, you are a well of abundance, and there's no need to worry if sometimes maybe things aren't as abundant as you want them to be, or things are really abundant. Again, it's like no matter what, you always stay constant, and you are really the treasure. You are the well from which all these good things come. So never, it's like, and again, that's about your perception. And then we got this green jewel here, which I think is and butterflies, you know, coming out of a difficult situation. It also can talk about, you know, initiation as well, but also I think this is talking about you treasuring your own kind of self and treating yourself as a gem. And sorry, this could also be about you presenting something to other people as well and following your passion. But yeah, you may feel a lot freer in your heart space. So yeah, I just think it's just gonna, I think your perception was really possibly skewed, or the way you were thinking was kind of possibly affecting your sense of self-worth. and you've now kind of been set free, and because you changed the way you look at things and the way you see things and think about things, you're able to love yourself and maybe others more. So in your crown chakra, which is also, I feel like, what's in your environment a lot of the time, is instinct. So you may have a strong instinct about something, and you do, because the root chakra is also connected to that gut feeling as well. So is the sacral chakra, related to those gut feelings. But I think even more so, the root chakra talks about instinct, you know, doing what you need to do when you need to do it, and just knowing you need to do something, or knowing you don't need to do something, or having a strong like or dislike to something sometimes can give you an indication. Like, I often find that it's the things that I'm repelled by, strongly repelled by, like really repelled by, are actually, when I get to know them, good for me, or in some way challenge me in a good way. So your instincts don't always tell you, they tell you that something's there, you know. Obviously some instincts are good. If there's fire, you don't touch the fire, you know. There's obvious instincts that are clear, but yeah, instincts can often be indicators to things. So things for you to look at more closely, and not always to run away from. And I think you're getting a real instinct here about your own self-renewal, and you're maybe having to act on instinct a lot here this month. And your intuition is going to have to be really strong. You're going to have to see things for, like, perception is going to be everything, as well as we have this like two-faced dog here, or wolf even, here in the picture. And then there is a third wolf and the moon, which again, that all talks about, like, to me, talks about intuition, having many kind of different perceptions, seeing the past, present, and the future, and really kind of meditating on those things, and really coming to kind of this sort of inner kind of balance and understanding and knowing of what your truth is, and where you want to go, and what you're going to do next. So yeah, you may be really, really motivated by your instinct this month, and you'll be feeling very instinctive, maybe acting in a very instinctive way as well, because there is this going on, a lot going on inside you. We then have the despondence card for your third eye chakra. So despondence talks about, you know, I feel kind of not being excited about things in a way, or kind of feeling like you fell before you started, like not really seeing anything great happening, but you're kind of going through the motions anyway. It's kind of like you don't really hate what you're doing, but you don't love what you're doing, and there's just not a lot of passion there, or this is what you might find you know you're kind of experiencing from other people, because we do have somebody else here. You've got the world again. You've got a well. Something is brewing out inside of you, and it's growing, and it's going to come out. Now this has got a lot to do with your intuition, and maybe kind of psychic messages that you may be getting. Other people may not get it. They may not be for it or against it. They may just be like, I don't really know what you're getting at. They just may not see any value, I guess, in what you're doing. And they may also be upset about the fact that you're doing something that obviously is making you happy, and maybe bringing you abundance and success and passion and all these things, and a renewal. And other people may not be able to understand what you're doing or how you're doing it, and they could become resentful and therefore criticize you because of it. Like they can't see how you did it, so therefore they don't have anything to say for it. It can't be proven. You may get people just doubting you, you know. And then we've got vanity for your throat chakra. So as you're speaking, you may be worried about what you're saying because you want to sound good. You're concerned about keeping people's attention, or entertaining people. So therefore you may be trying to put on a show or talking in a way that keeps their attention. So yeah, I'm doing videos, and maybe that's something for me to listen to, because yeah, I don't think it's the easiest thing is doing videos. Maybe for some people it's like really natural for them, but I don't think it really comes naturally to me, and I had to kind of get used to it. And so yeah, that could be maybe related really to my own vanity, you know, if I was to be brutally honest with myself. And yeah, the throat chakra does ask you to be brutally honest with yourself, and yeah, don't lie to yourself. You know, lying to others is one thing, lying to yourself is way worse. So yeah, I might need to swallow that pill. Maybe we all do a little bit. So yeah, that's basically what I'm getting from the reading so far. So I'm going to go ahead and read about despondence, because that particular card wasn't the easiest to read, to be honest. So maybe there's a reason for that. Maybe I need to read about it. So the purple cards here are related to, the overall impression is seeing the unseen. Keywords are guidance, intuition, secrets, integrity, knowledge, spirituality, inner child, mystery, and dignity. Wow, that's a powerful chakra. Okay, so it says here, at a glance, the card means you have all the answers you need within. This card may indicate an emotional tie that no longer serves you. Remember how you relate to the issue. How you relate to the issue is the issue. Obstacles are removed when you change your relationship to them. So changing your relationship to them also can mean changing your perception of them, or coming to peace with them, with the obstacles. That way they no longer are obstacles, they can now be seen as challenges, or learning opportunities, or something else. But how you relate to the issue is the issue. Okay, so it says here, the legend says Iris is depressed and unable to look after herself at home. She cries out to the great spirits for help. Mother Earth appears and suggests Iris shower, eat a good meal, and clean up her house. She does, but she feels despondent. Suddenly a hurricane hits and Iris springs into action to rescue her neighbor's children. In the urgency, Iris finds the way out of depression by taking action. Okay, so Iris teaches us, or yeah, Iris in this story teaches us that the only route out of stagnation is motion. If we do nothing, we must accept the consequences. Personal inquiry. In what way of my life am I feeling immobilized? I know what I need to do. Am I willing to trust myself? Feeling helpless, acceptance of circumstances, change on the horizon, taking action. Other keywords are revelation, movement, and encouragement. Wow, that's a lot. So there was a little bit in there about feeling immobilized, and like I was saying, like, I mean, I wasn't saying that immobilized, but in terms of kind of not feeling that excited about moving forward, kind of just, but still kind of moving forward. Like she said, she still kind of did all those things. She still, you know, cleaned her house and done all those things and had something to eat and all those things. But she still kind of felt like, yeah, you know. So the reason why that was, so if you are feeling despondent, if you are feeling like demotivated in any way, then the best thing to do is just take action. Just do something. Just do something towards, you know, what you want to do, and do something towards what makes you happy, but also what your instinct is kind of guiding you to do. Yeah, your instincts are going to guide you this month, and that's what you need to follow and take action. And don't worry about vanity. Just go ahead and speak your truth. Vanity could also be called causing the despondence, but there's great abundance within you and around you, but definitely within you. This is a within you kind of card, and kind of chakra, you know, the solar plexus. So yeah, I was going to read about that, wasn't I? Okay, let's do that. So abundance. Overall impression is intellectual, so it's like the mind. Creative, intellect, precise, cooperative, reasonable, innovation, originality, wisdom, and instinct are some key words for that chakra, according to this book. Abundance is here. I only seek to give you what you ask for. So I'm not going to read the whole legend. I'm going to go ahead and just read the inspiration. So think about your relationship with money. Are you a wise girl or a foolhardy man? Money is naturally attracted towards appreciation and gratitude. Personal inquiry. Be wary of using your financial situation as an excuse to avoid doing something. Are your thoughts and actions around money empowering or disempowering you? Keywords are abundance through gratitude. Abundance through gratitude, releasing regret, being good with money. Other keywords are friendship, wisdom, and a windfall. So there could be a windfall. Most definitely. Let's stick that word right there. I like windfall. I like that one. And obviously abundance will be received through gratitude. So again, it's about your attitude, and I think it's about having some peace. There is some sort of insecurity kind of issues that I think you're overcoming, and they're really kind of making way for a more abundant kind of attitude of gratitude. So I was going to read renewal. I think I really want to read that one. Sorry guys. If you're done and you're happy, I guess I'll see you next time. But I'm going to go and read the renewal. I think it's a really nice card. And yeah, so again, I'm going to skip straight through to the inspiration. So what appears to be an end may not be one after all. This may turn into a remarkable opportunity. Trust whatever is coming is better than what you have known to this point. Am I positive in the face of change or defeated? Am I ready to step into the new me? Key ideas are sourcing from a more beneficial place, feeling in the dark, change in circumstances, unexpected blessings, and keywords are regeneration, awakening, and fortune. So it looks like you're coming in some money with the abundance card and the renewal card. Money is available to you, and again, you have to trust your instinct. Okay, so if you would like a reading about money, we can definitely pull some cards for you. If you have a favorite reader that you always go to and you trust them, definitely I would say go ahead and get a money reading, because it looks like you may need some advice around that, or if you have plans for a business or career or you know, something, definitely a good time I think to either pull some cards for yourself, possibly on a daily basis, just one card every day about your finances, and kind of take it from there, or maybe get an actual full 1 hour reading, you know, with someone where they can look at your financial situation and how you can possibly make more money, or how you can improve what you're already doing and what you may need to focus on, etc. So yeah, this reading was pretty good, and I think it's going to be a really good month. The only issue you have is despondence, the despondence card. Otherwise, it looks really, really good. Just take some action. It looks like you're going to be really successful. So good luck this month, Virgo. I hope to speak to you in the comments, possibly, and definitely see you next time. So take good care, and yeah, have a good March. All right, bye.